What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fudge, Flavor Radio Network.
And your boy Lethal, Rantings of a Man Named Lethal.
And we're just checking you out. We're interviewing at the Big Bash for La Familia Music.
Bonanza-bration.
And we got DJ Lopez. And we got Commissary. And we're just hanging out, kind of figure out why they're here. You know, everybody else is wondering, and so we're just going to ask, no, I'm just kidding. We know why DJ Lopez is here. He's the master of the ones and twos. He's got a show here in Tampa Bay, as a matter of fact. Tell us about this show real quick. Spirit FM.
Yeah, well, I actually go to church at Crossover Community Church with Urban D, so I'm part of a group called Flavor Alliance. And we go on actually 90.5. There's two DJs, DJ Devise and myself. It's every other week that we're on. A couple of weeks I'll be back on. So it's a great ministry opportunity. You're looking at 2 hours, and they give us free reign. In fact, it's the way 90.5 works is that it's streamed all over the world. So I get hits from like Australia to England. You know, it's a powerful tool. So I'm really excited about what God is doing. So you know.
And I was actually up in upstate New York for a little bit, and I was listening to your show on Friday nights. You and Devise, you guys are really putting it together. Carlos, he's a phenomenal host, and it's really awesome to see what else you're doing. You know, you're not just doing it in the local, and God's really blowing you up outside, man. So how does that feel to, you know, get it more international?
Well, I think as a DJ, the cool thing is that it gives me the opportunity to take the music to the next level as far as mainstreaming with different artists, you know, as opposed to just being an MC where it's just me trying to get out there. It gives me the opportunity to, you know, everybody that's in this room gives me an opportunity to go out there and make a difference. So definitely excited.
Verse is telling us we got to be louder.
Be loud.
Get louder.
It's tough because he's the quiet background. You know what I'm saying?
Get crunk. Come on, yeah.
He speaks with his fingers.
Yeah.
So, Lisa, you got a question for him?
So can you give us a brief history of how you started off DJing?
Wow. Born and raised in Philadelphia, so actually also in a lot of family in New York. So yup, just seeing how hip hop progressed, and I just loved it. I never knew that I could actually use it as a tool because, first of all, you know, the type of churches that I'd go to, you know, to have a record, there's definitely a problem. I remember when I accepted Christ, I was about 15 years old, and my youth pastor said, Ben, I love you a lot in God, but see all these vinyl records that you put on in mom and pop stereo that you try to scratch on, they gotta go. And I was like, what? You mean to tell me that, but I can use these for God? He's like, you know, I can never really, you know, at that time, I never knew how hip hop could kind of correlate to make an impact for Christ because it really wasn't done. You had groups like PID, that's going like way back. A lot of cats that...
You're dating yourself now, remember that.
It's all good.
He's a 16-year-old.
He's on that same year.
He's got his boy. His son has actually gotten into being DJ.
Yeah, little DJ Pez. So God is doing some amazing things. We actually bought a site called, my first site called DJLopez.org, where it's going to give me an opportunity now to also put sets on, you know, for different artists going there. I see it global. Another thing that God is doing is which I think is amazing, is being a public school teacher. So if you can imagine that, I'm also a science teacher in the midst of DJing. So
I used to sleep in science.
There you go. I still do what I teach. So, but God is doing some amazing things. We're seeing kids come to Christ in the public schools. I had my boy Legacy came down to hold it down as well, and I'm in awe. I'm really in awe of what God is doing. I mean, like I said, I don't want to date myself, but it's
So what was all the thing with the La Familia Music birthday bash? How you feel about that tonight?
What was an impact? I mean, it made a big difference. I mean, David and I go back, and Foolish go back way back. In fact, I remember my man behind the camera, Verse, we go way back, and we definitely got things started here in Lakeland, and we were actually carpenters. I was actually youth pastoring for the Spanish ministry, and God just birthed it in my heart while I was still with Urban D, DJing up there at Crossover and then Flavor Fest. So, you know, it's awesome to see just emergence and just to see La Familia grow.
Yeah.
I mean,
2 years, man. 2 years.
So it seems longer than that, you know, like I said, definitely seems longer than that, so yeah.
You got the commissary here as well.
Right here. He's 16 too.
This is 16, yeah.
So what's good, y'all?
So you come out of? Where exactly did you start out your hip hop career, and where you at right now?
Oh man, it started back in high school, really. And I was drawn to the culture for many years, man. Not many, I'm only 22, but I'm drawn to the culture, just the love of the art, man. So I started writing my own rhymes when I was like 14, but I didn't really take it serious, so I was like 17. So just from there, man, just growth and just seeking the Lord's face, and just here I am.
You got a question?
You got music for anybody? CD?
CD, I got an EP. I dropped it August 2006, and I'm working on my full-length debut album, which should drop probably this summer. I don't have an exact date as of right now.
So why would I buy your CD right now?
Why would you buy it? Oh man, put me in the spot.
We're doing that there. It's not just him.
It's not really, man. It's more than music with me, man. Like it's ministry first. The music comes second, always, and whatever. So if you want some good Christ-centered hip hop, holy hip hop, Christian rap, if you want to call it that, that's why you should buy it. It's just a powerful thing that God has given me.
Cool, man.
That's been the same question.
Why would I want to buy anything that you're doing? Why would I? Why?
Because brother man's broke, and I need money.
That's a real answer right
pay
here.
my mortgage, and nothing free.
My kids need some
Salvation
shoes.
was paid on the cross.
Diapers are getting
expensive. I just overheard that. I was buying some pizza, and he said, I'm waiting for somebody real to say, you know what, I need money.
That's right, that's it.
So,
That's it, man. You gotta get some socks, you know what I mean? You gotta pay for the gas and go to Walmart to get the stuff.
Socks.
So come on, man.
Produce the CDs and everything.
That's right.
You can't be giving it all. See, my man got money here. He gives them out for free. That's what's up.
When you got a good 9 to 5, a good maintained, you can do that. But some of us are just flat broke, man. You gotta look us up. So, well, I want to thank you guys. We're in the green room here. We're going to try to get everybody interviewed. It's tough. We got a lot of commotion. We're at the tail end of this celebration. We all got pizza and everything. So, but we want to thank you guys for coming through right now. We got a couple more. Who's next?
Amen.
Who's next?